right, so good day, everyone. My name is Peter Olubayo, and as you can see, I have the one and only Wakawaka doctor with us today. So if you don't know him, I don't know who you know anyway. But for the sake of formalities, I'm going to allow him to introduce himself. Then straight away, we'll talk about the latest country you can migrate to for free or almost free.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
honoring
honoring
this
this invitation.
invitation. It
It's
is indeed a
pleasure for
pleasure
us to
to
have
have you on here.
Thank you very,
Thank
very
you very,
much.
very much.
I do not
I
take
do
this
not take
opportunity
this
for
opportunity for
granted. I
granted.
appreciate
I appreciate
giving me the
giving me the
platform
platform
to speak
to
with your
speak with your
community about
community
travel
about
options
travel
that are
options that
available.
are available.
Everyone calls
Everyone
me
calls
Waka
me
Waka Doctor,
Wakawaka
and
doctor,
that's
and that's
because I'm a
because
medical
I'm a
doctor
medical
who
doctor who
enjoys
enjoys
traveling.
traveling.
I have
I
been
have
to
been to
73 countries
73
now.
countries now.
I have
I
lived
have
and
lived
worked in
and
five
worked
of
in
these
5 of these
countries.
countries.
So you would
So
agree
you
with
would
me that
agree
I've
with me
got
that
the
I've got the
expertise
expertise
to be able
to
to
be
share
able to
some
share
tips
some tips
about moving
about
abroad.
moving abroad.
I am not
I
an
am not
immigration
an immigration
consultant,
consultant,
but the
but the
information I
information
share
I
is
share
based
is
on
based on
hours and
hours and
hours of
hours
research
of research
and my
and
personal
my personal
experience.
experience.
So
So
I'm here
I'm
today to
here
come
today
talk
to
to you
come talk to
about
you about
moving abroad for
moving
free. And
abroad
I
for
think
free.
I'll
And I
just
think
dive
I'll
right
just
into
dive
it
right
if I
into
have
it
the
if I
permission
have
to
the
do so.
permission to do so.
Yes, please.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
go
So
ahead.
I like to start by saying, look, guys, when I say you can move abroad for free, a lot of people, and over the years, I've only been doing this for 3 years now, and I used to get, and I still get a lot of people who castigate me and say, you cannot move abroad for free. It is not possible. That's usually the slang. But look, I don't argue. I've gotten to a point in my life where if you say crocodile can fly, I will not argue. If you say that a car can swim, I will not argue. I'm just here to give the information to those who will make use of it, and hopefully it can help one person or two people or three people. It doesn't have to help the crowd. Okay? Now, I am a product of moving abroad for free. When I left my country, Nigeria, to the shores of Saudi Arabia at first, I moved for free. I didn't pay a dime. I got a job in Saudi Arabia all for free. My flight ticket was paid for, accommodation was paid for, everything was done. Okay, and from Saudi Arabia, I then decided to move to the Republic of Ireland and then the United Kingdom, and I've walked around 5 different countries. All for free. So now I share information on all my social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. It's Waka Waka Doctor, where I put out all this information to try and help you move abroad for free or almost less than nothing, or almost just, not cost you a fortune. When we say you can move abroad for free, there are two pathways you can use to do this. You can either go through the academic route, which is the easiest route, or you go through the job opportunity route, okay, which means that they sponsor your visa, okay, and I'll be sharing some. Okay, some of these countries that I'm going to share today are not straightforward, so you have to listen to what I've got to say. Some of them have a bit of twists and turns, but at the end of the day, it's to help you get to where you're going. Okay, now another thing that I like to pass to people is, if you've made a decision to move abroad, the best time to start is now. Don't delay it. And the reason why I'm saying don't delay is because policies are changing. Currencies are getting devalued. The naira to dollar, for instance, if you're watching from Nigeria, it's not the same as it was 4 years ago. I'll give you a critical example. Studying in Norway used to be free of charge before, but now it's no longer free of charge. Now you have to pay tuition. And countries are, many years ago you could go to Finland for free, but now you can't anymore. So things are beginning to change. Universities in Germany, for instance, are beginning to ask for tuition. Germany used to be free tuition before, but now you might need to pay for tuition. Another thing I like to put across to you is that when I mention a certain country or certain countries, do not say, that country is not as good as where I am. From fry pan to fire. Just because you do not like the color of the flag of that country, or just because the name of the country doesn't sound sweet to your ears, doesn't mean that the country is bad. I'll give you a typical example. When I say you can study in Brazil, for instance, for free, studying in Brazil for free, you don't say, But Brazilians are leaving Brazil. What is in Brazil? From fire pan to fire. Now, this is the answer. Brazilians are leaving Brazil to a place that is better than Brazil. You don't see Brazilians come to Nigeria. Do you see Brazilians come to Nigeria? No. Because they moved to Portugal, they moved to US, they moved to Australia, they moved to places that are better than Brazil. I am a Nigerian, so I will use Nigeria as a reference point. People that come to Nigeria are Lebanese. You will find Lebanese people in Nigeria because Nigeria is better than Lebanon. That is how migration works. You move to a place that is better than where you are at the moment. The Brazilian passport is the 29th strongest passport in the world. Nigerian passport is 89. There is free medical health care in Brazil. When you give birth in Brazil, your baby gets immediate passport. You as the parent and everybody in the family get permanent residency. Okay, education is free in Brazil. So you have to look at all these things, and that's why I always say, wherever you're going to, if that place provides you better than where you are at the moment, then that place is better than where you are. If I moved from Nigeria to Saudi Arabia first, there are people that have moved to Azerbaijan first, people have moved to Kazakhstan first, people have moved before they eventually find their way to Canada or US. So you can use some of these countries as your stepping stone to where you're going. You have to just know that where you're going is better than where you are at the moment. All right, let's talk about some of these countries. Number one is Iceland. Iceland. A lot of people don't know anything about Iceland. Iceland is a country in Europe, and you can study in Iceland for free. You can start tuition in Iceland is totally free. You're not paying any tuition. And application in Iceland is going to open in December. Again, because we're not able to go through some of these countries in depthly, I would advise that you go on my YouTube channel and watch videos about this country specifically so that you know what is required. I have a video for each country, but one country you can certainly go to is Iceland. All you need to have is get your transcripts ready, get your passport ready, get 2 reference letters, get a letter of motivation, get your academic CV, and get a police report. You might need to write IELTS for some of the schools in Iceland. You can also get waivers for some of the school in Iceland. When I say waiver, it means that you can write a letter, get a letter from your school saying this is a letter of English proficiency, and that will replace IELTS. Some of the universities in Iceland, include Holar University, HOLAR, okay, University of Bifrost, University of Akureyri. Akureyri is AKUREYRI. Agricultural University of Iceland. These are universities that are free, and it's an online application system, very simple process that you can apply to, and it opens in December 12th. That's the time you should pay attention to. That is when it opens, and tuition is totally free. Second on my list is Germany. Germany is still a bit free at the moment. Some schools have started requesting tuition, but I'm not going to waste a lot of time talking about Germany because at the moment, countries in West Africa are struggling with getting German visa appointments. So only countries in East Africa and Europe and Asia can easily access visa appointments at the moment. So I would not waste a lot of time on Germany, including the fact that with Germany, you need to have a blocked account as a proof of funds. Your blocked account for Iceland is 8,000 euros. That's what you need to have in your bank account. But for Germany, you need to have a blocked account. A blocked account means that you are going to open an account in Germany and fund it with 11,500 US dollars, or equivalent of about 10,500 euros. And that money will be your money, but they want to be sure that you can take care of yourself. So when you get to Germany, they will start giving it to you bit by bit, month by month, the money is exhausted. All right, that's Germany. Number 3 is Brazil, that I've just talked about during my intro. You can study in Brazil for free. Now, Brazil has a system where they say, come to Brazil, we will teach you Portuguese for 1 year. Okay, we can teach you Portuguese for 1 year, all for free, no tuition. When you learn for free, Brazil, you can learn Portuguese for 1 year, then you can continue to do your program for as long as you want. and it's all for free. If you decide that you want to learn Portuguese in your home country, you just have to look for what is called CELPIP exam. CELPIP, CLPIP. You can register to take this exam in your home country. Take the course. They will teach you the course. If you want to stay in your home country, take the course, learn it for 6-9 months. Okay, take the exam. Once you pass the exam, you apply for admission. It is easy. You apply for admission. Once you apply for admission, you get your visa. You need a proof of funds of about $7,000 to $8,000, and that's all you require. The documents that I've mentioned for Iceland are the same documents that you need here, and it's quite a simple process. Number 4 is Austria. Austria is not free, but I will tell you some ways that you can use to study in Austria for free, and you can even get paid. Okay, now tuition in Austria is 325 euros, 325 euros per semester, which means that you spend about 375 euros, pardon me, and you spend about 750 euros per year. Now, there are countries that are very affordable and require the same process. Austria, Czech Republic, Italy. These 3 countries are very affordable. You can study in Italy for as low as 200 euros. Even 100 euros. You can study in Czech Republic for 100 euros. You can study in Austria for 375 euros. But this is the process that's unique to these 3 countries. Number 1 is that you need to get your documents, your passport, your transcripts, your statement of results, your secondary school certificate, and your marriage certificate if you're married, and your birth cert. You need to do what is called an authentication and legalization. So you take these documents to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Education in your home country, get them authenticated, get them legalized. Once that is done, it takes maybe about 3 days to 5 days. Once it's done, you take it to the embassy of these countries in your home country. For instance, if you want to go to Czech Republic, take those documents to the embassy of Czech Republic. If you want to go to Austria, take it to the embassy of Austria. They need to legalize and authenticate it. They will send lawyers to your school to confirm if you attended school. They will send people to go and authenticate and verify that the documents you've chosen are the real documents. And this is because they've noticed that African countries try to, do this. So they try to, verify everything. Once this is done, you then apply for admission in any of these countries. Tuition in Czech Republic is as low as 200 euros. Matej Bell University, for instance, you can study there for 200 euros. There are many schools in Czech Republic. Italy, you can study 400 euros, 200 euros. And I've told you for Austria as well. Another way you can study in Austria, if you don't want to pay tuition in Austria, is to sign up for internships and fellowships. For instance, you can look up the IST fellowship in Austria. There's also the Life Sciences Vocational School in Austria. These applications are, ISTA is open right now. The Life Sciences opens in December, and you can easily apply for any of these countries. France is another place you can study for about 250 euros per year. Like I said, if you doubt me, you can go on my YouTube channel. In fact, on my YouTube channel, I'm just replicating something. I've been replicating something like what Peter is doing. I go looking for people in these countries to come and talk to you. So if you go on my YouTube channel, it's unlikely you hear me speak. I speak in some videos, but 85% to 90% of my videos, I interview people who are in Italy, people are in France, people are in Austria, people are in Germany, who moved like you to come and share their experience and share how they did it. So just because I'm running out of time and I want to give you so much value, Iceland, Brazil, Austria, Italy, Czech Republic, France, okay, those are countries that you can go to for free or almost free. I'm going to round up by saying scholarship opportunities are also a lot of ways people can go for free. There are many scholarships you can apply for that you will not pay a dime, okay? You will not pay a dime. And I'm telling you, even when you land, they will pay you what is called a relocation benefit. And some of this scholarship, one of them that is open right now is the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. You can look online. There's a catalog of programs you can check out. The DAAD scholarship in Germany is another one. The Paris Cercle scholarship in France is another one. You also have the Orange Knowledge Program in the Netherlands. That's another one. There are lots of scholarship. Next scholarship in Japan is open. You can apply that one. They pay you for everything, even when you want to get your transcript. The money involved in getting your transcript from the school, they will pay for it. So there are tons and tons of scholarships that are available to help you move abroad for free. Of course, I'm going to round up by saying visa sponsorship jobs are also applicable. Just because of time, I can do this again on another video with Peter some other time to talk about the jobs that you can get that will sponsor your visa and you don't need to pay a dime. Okay, if you've got the skills that they want, the skills that are in the shortage occupations list of these countries, shortage occupation list in the UK, shortage occupation list in Australia, shortage occupation list in Germany, shortage occupation list in Finland, shortage occupation list in Luxembourg, and you have the skill that's required. Okay, some of this require language, some of them don't require language, but if you've got the skills that are needed, then there's a pathway for you. I hope that I've been able to pass this message, albeit in a very, very fast manner, but I know that you'd have been able to pick one or two things, and I'm hoping that 1, 2, 3 people would benefit from this and use it eventually.
Wow, thank you so much. So viewers, we don't want to keep this video too long, and that is why Wakawaka Doctor had to just rush everything. And like he said, please check his channel and look at any of these countries he talked about today, for you to then go in depth. And I'm sure if we have to invite him later, and let me just say this on here, I messaged him like, he responded to my message in less than an hour. That is just amazing for someone of his caliber. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.